Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the hole in the wall. Get on in here because we got another show today. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got a big scandal surrounding Star Wars Unlimited card game. We got a couple follow up stories about Sealed and a kind of offshoot from a video from the professor that he made, and just got our thoughts talking about the nature of Sealed product. So why don't we start on in with our big first story, the Star Wars Unlimited serialized scandal.
Yeah, so you brought this to my attention. I want to say pretty early in the week. I've been really busy all over the place. But it looks like serialized cards from the most recent SWU set have been printed in duplicate. So I'm just going to read this statement from FFG here.
Well, before you do that, just a little context for our viewers that don't really know the Star Wars Unlimited card game.
Oh, yeah.
It fairly new card game in the gaming space. It started last year. It's on its sixth set, I
Yeah.
think is what makes. Yeah, it's on its sixth set, and plays. I wouldn't say similarly to Magic, but it has those elements. Um, But with this newest set, or the past three sets, they started adding quote unquote carbonite boosters, which is their answer to collector boosters like what Magic has. Product is similar, higher rarity cards, alt art stuff. They've introduced serialized cards in those packs too, which you can only get there. So a very similar product. And going on ahead, Goblin, this is just a wild story to think about.
Yeah, it's really crazy to think about how this happened. So FFG said on Wednesday, November 5th, our manufacturing partner Cardamundi made us aware that there were issues within the production and distribution of a portion of the propaganda serialized cards. That's one of the treatments in the set. Think like outlaw posters from Thunder Junction, kinda. As the investigation continued, we confirmed the issue to be duplicates of serialized propaganda cards that were released in our Secrets of Power Carbonite Booster product. What this means is that there are two identical copies of the affected cards. We are working with Cardamundi on the following plan to remedy the situation for those affected. We want to resolve this situation in a way that preserves the meaning and value of serialized cards. In this case, duplicate serialized cards were released, and we are addressing that directly by creating two new, distinct serialized versions of the affected propaganda cards. This approach ensures that each card retains its intended individuality and that the collectible serialized experience remains intact for our players. The development and production of these new versions is already underway. As this involves designing and printing unique cards, the exchange process will require time. However, our priority is to ensure that the final result reflects the care and significance these cards hold for our community. The mail in exchange process will be free and available to anyone with a confirmed affected card. We expect the exchange process from Cardamundi to begin in early 2026. We will continue to share updates on this page as further instructions on the exchange program in early in January become available. To determine if your card is confirmed as part of the affected group, please refer to the comprehensive list below. It is a list, let me tell you. If your serialized number is not on the list, then your card was not affected. This is an unprecedented moment for us, our community, and the entire TCG industry. I've never heard of this happening before. Have you, Nemi?
No, and I think if it was any other card game, people would just be up in arms about it because it just destroys the collector value of a collector set, right?
Yeah.
Like legitimately insane to think about. Like, oh, we're gonna print these cards with these treatments to give more people a reason to chase stuff, and oh no, there's two of the same card. Might as well just buy a regular booster pack at that point.
Yeah, this is the one thing that cannot happen when you print serialized product. Basically, the end of the statement here, they just thank people for enjoying and supporting Star Wars Unlimited. We're gonna scroll through these. Um, oh my god, look at the affected numbers. So this one, I'm not gonna redo this for all of them, but this one seems to be one of the most egregious. This Senator Chuchi, I don't know if I'm saying that name right. Nimi, am I saying that name right? Chuchi.
Sure.
All right. So numbers 2, 3, 9, 12, 14, 15, 18, 24, 27, 29, 33, 35, 39, 41. It goes on and on that way up until 245 every couple of digits. And a lot of these cards are the same way.
Now, a little more context with the carbonite boosters as well. They do a lot of serialized cards. The first set that came out, I think there was about 3 to 6,000, somewhere in that range, of
Total, yeah.
serialized cards, because they print almost every unique card gets a serialized version, or think of it like a legendary. So they print a ton of these. So in this set, half of it was propaganda style posters, and the other half was wanted posters, which is a really cool concept, and the arts are really cool on these. But there's no point in opening them at this point because you're not going to have your unique collector's piece that everybody wants.
Well, from what their statement is saying, is that they're going to print a new version. Does that mean new art?
I don't know.
And
And I had questions about that too. Like, what is that distinct serialized versions?
it
Just are they going to write a number two or letter A on it?
maybe it sounds to me like I think the only way you can remedy this and make it right is a new art. And if they do new art or some kind of like grayscale or something different and unique in addition to, the serialization number, the ones that get exchanged could end up being more valuable than ones that didn't.
Yeah, and God forbid, what if someone doesn't know that they have a that they have a dupe serialized? They
Mm-hmm.
just go about their lives, I guess, and nothing changes.
I guess for them, there's no change, right? Because they are unaware of the duplicates, and therefore, I have number 20 or I have number 9. There is no other number 9, as far as I know.
Yeah, and the thing that interested me too is just looking at the list of these cards and the numbers that were affected. It doesn't look like there's really a rhyme or reason because they all start in different spots. Some have more numbers affected than others. There's some sequences, but there's not really any order to it. It like I don't know their printing process, of course. I mean, we don't go there, but like you'd think there'd be at least some type of order, like it would be on a similar sheet.
Yeah,
But
yeah, they would be all even numbers or multiples of 3, or there would be some logic
like
to.
yeah, like numbers 1 through 60 are duped.
Yeah, but like I'm looking at this one. It goes 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 10, 13, 26, 37, 50, 55. I can't, I mean, I'm not really a math major, but I can't pick out an exact uh, logic there.
Yeah, it's very odd to see what got hit from these. So and it especially in since your card game is budding, still catching itself, and it is popular. I mean, a lot of people are playing this game.
It's
It's
fun.
yeah, it's very unique in this gameplay style versus any other card game that we've played. And it just to have some mess ups like this early is just really disheartening.
Yeah, this is the big one. I don't know if this has ever happened in the entire industry, like they said in their statement. I don't know if you can continue to use Cardamundi after this, or rather, you might be forced to contractually, but This is a huge blow.
Someone is getting fired.
Oh, yes.
Bare minimum. But
Oh, yes.
yeah, and I mean, as we're card players, I mean, we don't really pull sealed product that much anymore. But how would you feel if you spent the money on the investment and pulled a duplicate?
Me personally, I would feel. I would be pretty hopeful in the exchange program at this point. I would
Yeah,
be clinging to any rock in the storm.
yeah, and do you trust the trade-in process? Like, there's no time frame on it, so how long until you get your card back? If you get your card back.
Right, right. I don't know. You might just say screw it and keep it. It's a neat story, maybe. I don't know. Has Let's go over to TCG Player and see what is going on there. Looks like the serialized wanted posters, a couple of them are holding value.
And Jar Jar Binks
Showcase,
is one of the affected cards.
yeah,
Go on there and see if they have the numbers.
they do for Jar Jar. It is a lot.
Well, see if there's any duplicates listed on TCG.
22 of 250. Let's go back to
Yeah,
22 of 250. Yeah, there we go. There's a duplicate right there.
or
400. It's more expensive
by a lot.
by a lot. Maybe the story of these and the uniqueness of the event end up making them more valuable, but
Yeah, I guess people are speculating that, oh, this is double the value because it's double the card.
I think people like that are going to get burned. I mean, good on you if you make the money, but what a like I think that would just prove the total breakdown of any purported value in serialization. If there are known duplicates and they end up being more valuable than if they were just regular. Maybe that something like this has happened in the sports card world. Maybe somebody can get in the comments that's into that and tell us, but man.
And what and we will also preface as well as Star Wars not really a collector's man's game. Sure that they have collector value cards, but as you can see here, like this is a brand new set that dropped not too long ago, and your standard cards are relatively lower in price. Like the playable cards are in the 10, 15 range, but nothing is like jumping out as being super expensive, and it just dropped significantly. So Star Wars is definitely a game that's meant to be played, not to collect. So mostly, like as you can see, like the prestige foils, which is the step below the serialized cards, are going for dollars.
Yeah, five
So
bucks on this Bail Organa.
so not really a game to invest in like the big ones, I say, but still very interesting how how you could have a mess up this bad.
Now, speaking of big hits, uh, we came across this by the professor. I'm sure this is the talk of the town on Reddit and stuff today, but let's just take a look at this clip and then we wanted to talk about some stuff after.
It really is a shame that things like there's cards with the same art on it and everything from other games, that it's not unique. Okay, now is this one of the neon ones? So here's the deal. Holy. Okay, I don't. Is this one of the neon ones? This is the neon ink. This is a $2,000 card. This is, and yeah, there's a backside. Oh! Oh! This is the most expensive pull, I think, in TCC history. I'm giving away 10 of these on Friday. 10 of these boxes I'm giving away on Friday. But this one was purchased at a local game store. Support your local game store. purchased. Oh my god. And yet, I'll be honest with you. This is the problem, isn't it? This is the problem. This is why the boxes are $550, is because of the chance of pulling this. Now, this will hopefully go down after freaking launch, but I don't think it will. What was the, like, oh, God. Well, we made it to another box. Let's open up another box. No, I'm giving it away. I'm giving away 10. I'm giving away 10 on...
Big
So
stuff.
you were telling me he goes on to say that he's going to sell the card and give the money to charity, right?
Yeah, and it's kind of funny to watch his reaction to this all because as you can see earlier, he's super excited. Which I mean, it's that dopamine hit. Everybody loves pulling the big expensive card, and you can see the shift within seconds of him immediately almost, not regretting it, but almost feeling shameful that he pulled it.
Yeah.
And he goes on to explain how he's not in it for the money. He has his collection that means something to him, but he doesn't feel the need to hang on to a card of this value and just have it sit in a binder, which just really speaks to the Prof's character and his actual love for the game. Like, I don't know about you, but whenever we pull those big hits, those expensive cards, it's it's crazy. It's the endorphins go like crazy.
Oh yeah, we've hit a couple of expensive cards in our time. Like I think you've hit a couple $2,000 cards and stuff like that. I've pulled like a $400 card before, and at least for me, my mindset is like, well, that's going right back in the pile. Let's sell it and be ready for the next set. You know,
Yeah,
especially if you're
and
playing a game competitively and you're not really a big collector like that. But you're right. It does kind of, you get this jolt when you pull a very expensive card like that. And then for me, not so much shame or uh like thinking about the larger impact of the game I'm playing. You know, when I open something, for me it's more like uh man, I wish I could keep it, but it's so expensive that it doesn't make sense for me to not sell it and have money for my future gaming endeavors. You know?
exactly. And it, it's kind of crazy, like just having cards like this super high chase cards. Like it really does bring out a side of people that can really be toxic. And I know Prof was someone that struggled with addiction. He mentioned multiple times that he's sober now. He had problems with alcohol, and it's just games like this where you're opening up sealed product. It is a form of gambling, and it can be such a slippery slope.
Yeah,
And
I mean, we've had friends that were pretty deeply affected by that. I mean, just cracking packs. You know, it's you'd think, you know, it'd have to be like drugs or alcohol or something like that, but you know, you can really get into some trouble just cracking packs.
it is a it speak and again it speaks to his character, like his decision to sell the card and give it to his charity because he works with Trans Lifeline on Solarian Community College, but he's going to make a personal donation with the proceeds from this card, which is again something you just don't normally hear about. Like people just sell the card and pocket the money and move on, or reinvest it into the hobby. But just donating it's very noble.
Yeah, or even if you're a content creator, they do a giveaway or something to further themselves, right? And I had no idea he worked with Trans Lifeline. That's awesome.
Yeah, and again, it just goes to even better cause, which is very nice.
Yeah,
Which this brought up the topic a little bit more of the just why are the cards this needlessly expensive to begin with, and just how much it sucks these days to even think about sealed product.
yeah, it feels more like lotto tickets than it did, you know, even 5 years ago. Like
Yeah.
when I first came to card games, if somebody came to the card shop and bought two or three boxes at a time, that they were a big spender, you know, and they would open most of what they needed to play in decks, or at least get enough stuff to trade around and sell some stuff back to the shop and build a pretty solid deck for, you know, $200 or $300 in those days. And like Prof was saying, a single avatar box today is 500. You know, granted, that was 15, 20 years ago, but still.
And objectively, you're getting less product because now with Magic Seal, with just regular play boosters, you get 30 packs instead of 36, and you pay even more because of the IP tax. So
Mm-hmm.
it just speaks to the nature of it in general. Like as a regular player, there's legitimately no reason to open sealed product unless you want that dopamine rush or if you want to gamble, which is awful to say, but unless you're sitting on the product and waiting for it to go up in 5 years, there's no legitimate reason to buy sealed, in my opinion.
And at that point, like, just put money into your retirement account, man. Like, what are you doing?
Just open up the IRA, like
Yeah.
put in those get some penny stocks,
Yeah.
something.
Do something, man. I mean, I do think that you can make money. Like, there are people online who are very clear examples that you can buy sealed product and sit on it or sell it at release or what have you and make money. But I think unless you are somebody who has that level of knowledge, most people are going to get burned doing that. Um,
Yeah, and um, it happens to the best of us too. Like, take me for instance. Like, I was really hype on the Innistrad remastered set, and I bought a collector booster, and not saying I regretted it. I mean, I had fun opening it, but stuff like there's literally no way to plus these days unless you hit the $2,000 chase cards.
the Wonka golden ticket, like, I bought 6 packs of Edge of Eternity's collector at Gen Con this year. Complete annihilation. I bought a play booster. I got more value, financial value, out of that one play booster, which was half the price of the 6 collector packs, by the way. A whole box. And got a Sliver Overlord, got 2 Tezzerets, got like 5 Shocklands out of that one play box. And my collector boosters were just complete.
And it's crazy how far like it's come to like this bubble where you can't you just can't in sound mind buy a sealed product anymore. Like you have to buy the singles you want to play with. And even still, like it's almost gone to like how streaming services are, where there's so many and so many prices. Like people just pirate. Like
Yeah.
proxying these days is a lot more affordable than buying one card.
And there are more and more formats that are becoming proxy friendly. Like a lot of people are playing pre-modern now. Pre-modern is pretty traditionally a proxy friendly format. Some people play, it's not called cheap legacy. It's a different legacy format, but it also is proxy friendly. Most commander tables and even some like events these days, especially CEDH events, are proxy friendly. So Magic is, or Wizards I should say, is, or really, excuse me, Hasbro I should say, is walking a fine line where they might kind of push themselves away from their own game, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and we see it more with Universes Beyond specifically. Like the dollar sign keeps going up and the value either stays stagnant or isn't there at all. Like there's it looks like they're appealing more to the crypto bro
Yeah,
short short sale investors than anything.
Yeah, no, I totally can agree with that. It's the turn and burn, uh, buy 10 boxes and try and pre-order them for 300 and sell them for 5, or crack them all open and do chargebacks when you don't get what you want. Like, people just do the grimiest stuff to try and get ahead these days. And like you said, it's not the traditional Magic audience that's doing it. It's outside attention that has been brought from these really high priced cards and really big sales numbers from things like Final Fantasy.
Yeah. And the end of the day, the people that suffer are the people that want to play the game.
Yeah.
Like I would love to have certain cards. Like I'm trying to build a mono red deck, and I don't have a Terror of the Peaks or an Ancient Copper Dragon, but now here I am spending $5 on a proxy, which if you didn't know what you're looking at, you couldn't tell the difference.
Right. And you, correct me if I'm wrong, but you would rather play a legit Terror of the Peaks if it didn't cost as much as a steak dinner.
Yeah, I've always been it. Buying proxies is a new uncharted territory for me specifically. I love having the actual card, the official cards in my hand. So going into something like this, it's an uncharted territory, but it's cheaper. And I'm a man with two kids in a house.
Yeah, yeah,
I
you're a human being, right? Like,
I can't afford to not.
ultimately, I'm interested to see where this line takes us. I think 2026 is kind of the ultimate test. We're starting the year with some traditional Magic, and then, as far as I'm concerned, the rest of the year is universes beyond chaos. Um, I know there's a couple universes within, as we like to say, sets that year, but outside of Lorwyn, I don't know if I'm gonna put any money into anything, and I'm definitely not buying packs as much as I'd love to.
Yeah, there's no reason to at this point unless you want to gamble, but at that point just take a $50 bill and just burn it at that point.
Oh, or go play slots, or go sit at a poker table, or somebody will bring you a drink. Like, there's more than one way to gamble.
Right. And so I think at this point, yeah, there's legitimately no reason to buy sealed. And which just sucks because I want to support the developers. I don't want to buy off a secondary market, but
And more importantly, I want to support my local game store. But they have to increase prices because they're paying more prices, or higher prices, excuse me, and it just gets hard to participate even.
yeah, I'd agree with that. And at the end of the day, I just want to play cards with my friends. Like I just want to turn cardboard sideways like everybody else does. So whatever gets me there, I mean, I'm going to do it. Just one more time, congrats to the prof. It always feels good to pull that big hit. And glad he's doing something good with the money.
Yeah, couldn't have happened to a better person as far as I'm concerned, or a more fitting person, we'll say. Next story tonight, just real quick, we got a follow up from last week. Limited championship in 2027, and there was going to be some arena component to that. And earlier this week, we got the announcement on exactly how that is going to happen. So, for the low, low price of 2,500 gold or 5,000 gems, you can enter the championship qualifier draft 1. If you make it through draft 1 with 7 wins, you will get a draft 2 entry token. You can spend that token to enter draft 2, and if you get 6 wins, so you can get up to 2 losses, you are awarded with a 2026 Arena Championship entry token and $2,000. And if you get 5 wins in that second draft, you get $1,000 and an entry token for the actual, I think, physical limited championship in 2027. The dates aren't announced yet. I believe it will take place in 2026. They don't say early, late. They don't say exactly when. I imagine they will start about the time Lorwyn comes out in January, and they'll go for a while throughout the year. There'll probably be more than one round of both of these, if I imagine, or I imagine. So
I really like how at least the entry fee can be paid with gold.
yeah,
So you can have some free to play players enter too. I mean, granted, 25,000 is a steep cost, but technically free.
yeah.
Not bad.
If you get lucky, you can make about 700 to 900 gold a day just doing your quests, your daily quests. So you start now, you could probably grind up the 25,000 gold to get an entry into draft 1.
Now, you play a lot of more arena than I do. How is the sealed and limited formats there? What does that look like?
Uh, it's about the same as regular. I'm pretty sure these will be what they call traditional draft, which is where you draft against actual people. Arena does have a feature called Quick Draft, where you draft against AI and then play against people. But I'm sure these will be a very close analog to 8 people around a table, 3 packs, or right, left, right, you know, just a regular old draft. So the exact structure they say, they're best of one. So, a typical in person draft, you'd play best of 2 games. Looks like draft 1 is best of 1, and draft 2 is also best of 1, but you have to get fewer wins to quote unquote win the event. The way they structure it is pretty unique as well. So on Arena, typically you draft in one pod and then you can play against anyone, even people outside of your pod. So I'm not exactly sure how these tables will be, if it's more like Magic Arena or Magic MTGO, excuse me, where you only play against the people you drafted against, or if it'll be more like traditional Arena, where you draft in your pod and then can play against anyone else in the event, whether they were in your pod or not.
Yeah. Are you gonna take a crack at championships?
Yeah, I've been grinding some gems. They had quick draft for Tarkir Dragonstorm up recently, so I've been grinding some gems out of that. I was just gonna spend them all on Avatar draft, but now I might save them.
Shoot, might as well take the chance.
Yeah. Our moment of zen, we thought it would be fun if Nimi and I collaborated and did our Game of Awards votes. What do you think, Nimi?
Yeah, it's kind of funny to see the nominations for all the categories, but here is the six that will be appeared on every category. You'll see a little more once if we are we going to dig more into it.
Yeah, we're gonna vote for all these. We're gonna
Okay, yeah,
collaborate
you'll see
and
what I'm talking about.
all right. So Game of the Year is the first one. Claire Obscura, Death Stranding 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. A lot of twos this year.
Year of the sequel and a couple of threes.
Oh yeah. So if you had to vote for Game of the Year out of these six, who would you pick?
Funny enough, I haven't played any of these.
Oh yeah.
I think I've played like all the originals. Like I played Death Stranding 1, played the first Hades, played the first Hollow Knight. I don't have a Switch, so I don't have Bonanza. And Kingdom Come I never played. But the way I hear it, I mean, it's the way I hear it, it has to be Clair Obscur.
I agree. I totally agree. It's amazing. The story behind this game, as far as like the development studio and even just the price, it's not a full $70, 120-hour smack you in the balls type of release. So, love to see a quote unquote indie like this in the contention for game of the year. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying now. Best game
Yeah.
direction.
Now we have two newcomers on this one: Split Fiction and Ghost of Yotei. And again, have you played any of these?
Nope, not a one, unfortunately.
Oh,
At Claire Obscura, like I said, a little bit. The rest of these, not a one. I loved Hades, the original, and I really liked what I saw of Split Fiction. Like, I watched people play it on YouTube and stuff, but Claire Obscura is the only one I've got hands on experience with.
yeah. I think for this one, speculation. I think Death Stranding 2 has this one.
All right, you think that's the one that's going to win?
I think game direction. Yeah, I think is what it
All right, well,
is.
we'll chuck our vote in the bucket there.
Because it's a Kojima game, you gotta love Kojima. Look, here we are again.
Oh, wow. Okay, a game I've played. Okay. Did you play Silent Hill F?
Nope.
I really enjoyed Silent Hill F. The story is one of those that I had to like pause the game and like go look up what a particular flower means in Japanese culture on Wikipedia to like understand the story. But once you understand the story, it's a really kind of harrowing tale about like young womanhood. And obviously I'm not a woman, but I really enjoyed it, and my fiance really enjoyed it too. So
Now, we both know the story of Clay Obscur. I mean, that's a really interesting concept for a story, and we haven't seen through it all. But
right,
Death Stranding 2, it's deliveries in Mexico.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't know how much narrative there is there. Ghost of Yotei, again, haven't played it, but that's like your standard revenge story, at least from the premise.
Hmm.
So, and Kingdom Come Deliverance, I have no idea. So I
Okay.
would, yeah. So this one's all you. Which one do you?
I
What do
think
you
we're
think?
I think we're gonna go vote Silent Hill F on this one.
Yeah.
Best art direction. What is going on this year, man?
It's almost like there's 7 games that came out.
What the heck? Well, we can't give Claire Obscura and Death Stranding all of our votes. So I say Silk Song. What do you think?
I played Ghost of Tsushima, and that game was beautiful. And Yotei seems to follow that same formula, so I would give it to Yotei.
All right, we can give this one to Yote. You let me pick the last one.
Yeah, if you haven't played Ghost of Tsushima, very good game. Oh, look at this.
What is happening, man? Best score in music? Well, we don't know. We don't know. I did like the music in the original Hades.
Huh? And I was a big fan of Death Stranding's music. I had a good time with that.
All right, all right. Well, let's Death Stranding. Okay, come on, something else. Come on, baby, something else. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Battlefield.
Battlefield? Okay, that's different. That's a new one. I'm kind of want to give it my vote just for that.
So if you guys haven't seen, there seems to be a pattern with 3 or 4 games out there.
It's usually the game of the year nominees are spread throughout, but this year it's just egregious, man.
Yeah, they couldn't find any other games that came out this year.
Oh, they just don't want to promote other stuff, I guess. I don't know. I'm floored by this. Had you seen this before me?
No, I've only saw Game of the Year. I didn't see any other categories. Yeah, this is ridiculous if we're being honest.
All right, well, we're gonna give it to Battlefield just because they haven't showed up yet. What do you think?
Sure.
At this point, we're not even looking at the categories. We're just like, who do we feel bad for?
Best performance. Oh, look, they're all Clay
Indiana
Obscura,
Jones and
Clay
the Great
Obscura.
Circle. Okay, okay.
Now this game I did play.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did play Indiana Jones: The Great Circle, and
I watched you. You streamed it for me.
he did a really good job as Indiana Jones. You couldn't tell it wasn't Harrison Ford,
Yeah, we're gonna give it to Troy for sure.
but that's funny how even the performances. Okay, okay,
All
innovation and
right.
accessibility.
All right. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. So we've got Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atom Fall, Doom the Dark Ages, EA Sports, and South of Midnight. Well, what are you leaning towards on this one?
I think, my humble opinion, I think Adamfall would have this one because they did a really good job with their difficulty settings and just being able to play with that in all aspects of like the AI and how they interact and stuff. I think they did a really cool job with that, just making a more customizable experience overall.
You know, I was leaning towards Doom, the Dark Ages, but I think you've convinced me. I think we're gonna go with Atom Fall. Games for Impact. For a thought provoking game with a pro social meaning or message. So these are all like kinds of games that I like to play, like little weird indie stuff with like a heady message to it. I didn't play any of these this year.
I've never even heard of any of these.
Neither have I. So which one has the coolest splash art? Because this is how other people are going to be voting.
Uh, let's go Wander Stop.
All right, I agree. I like his little hot coffee or whatever he's got there. Best ongoing. All right, awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content.
Now these are games we've played finally.
Finally. So for me, I'm between Rivals and Helldivers. For me personally, No Man's Sky made a huge turnaround, but I feel like that's kind of an old story at this point. Maybe they've done something more recently that you've heard about.
I I think Marvel Rivals would have it if it was best Gooner bait. Because they have been ongoing, but Jesus Christ, their clothes have not been. So I would want to give it to No Man's Sky because man, they have kept their nose to the grindstone for years at this point.
Yeah, you know, they haven't given up. They were pushed away and pushed away by the community, and they kept coming back. Best community support. This is very similar.
Community support. So personally, I would want to give this to either Helldivers or Baldur's Gate.
Oh, I'm all in on Baldur's Gate. All of those free content patches they did that added so much to the game over time. I
Yeah.
don't think you can beat it.
And their philosophy on adding mod support and stuff and like their quote unquote creations is really cool.
Yeah. Just what you can do with that game now is so much more than what you could at launch. Best indie for creative and technical development. Well,
There's three of
right,
them again.
right side of the screen notwithstanding. Again, a category I have not played games in. Man, I really wish they would have split these up a bit more. I promise I play games, you guys.
I play games when they're on sale. That's my
Yeah.
new philosophy.
Yeah.
Now I have heard Blueprints is pretty cool. I have looked into that. I haven't purchased it myself yet, but the premise seems cool.
We voted for Clair Obscura enough tonight. I'm gonna go with Blueprints. Best debut indie. I'm gonna scooch over here to Dispatch.
I would love it to be Dispatch, but I know it's going to be Clair Obscure. But let's give our vote to Dispatch.
Yeah, voting's not about winning. It's about making your voice heard, right?
Oh, a game that can't be Clair Obscure.
Best mobile game: Persona 5 The Phantom, Destiny Rising, Sonic Rumble. You know Uma Musume is winning this. 100%.
Would like it to be Persona, but yeah,
Yeah.
everybody loves their horse girls.
I played a little bit of Destiny Rising. I ended up bouncing off of it. I just uninstalled that one. So, you want to go with Persona?
Sure.
But we all know who's really winning that category. Best AR and VR. I don't play either of these kind of games
I have no VR headsets anymore, so yeah, I can't say.
anymore.
Yeah, I used to have the Oculus.
Did you just not like it?
Not supported anymore. They switched to a newer model.
Oh,
Stopped
lame.
updating it. Yeah.
Lame. I wish you could abstain from a category. Can you? Can you just hit next?
Deadpool?
Deadpool, sure. Best
Dead-
action game. Now, for me, I'm sitting
Yeah.
over here with Doom: The Dark Ages. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Big fan of Doom.
Best action adventure: Ghost of Yote, indie, split fiction.
Indiana Jones. It was great.
Oh, for sure.
Which is also kind of funny because didn't that come out last year?
I think it was like December of last year, but I think as long as it's after the other game awards, it counts. Best RPG: Avowed, Clair Obscura, Monster Hunter, Outer Worlds 2.
See, now this list is generally interesting
Yeah,
because Avowed was pretty milk toast when it came out. I didn't hear too many people liking it. And Outer Worlds 2, it just came out like a week or two ago, didn't it?
yeah, not that long ago.
But I Player Obscure.
Yeah, yeah, undeniable, unfortunately. Best fighting game. Here we go. 2XKO. This is my vote, 100%.
I heard,
Capcom, Fatal Fury, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and Virtua Fighter. Have you
yeah, I
played
heard the
any of
leg.
these?
No, I have not, but I heard the Legacy Collection was ass.
I did too. I don't know how
So
that's up here.
yeah, probably not many fighting games that came out this year.
I'm going to give it to 2XKO. That's actually a really fun game if you haven't played it. And it's free.
Yeah. Funny enough, the League of Legends IP is really popping off this year.
Yeah, they're doing. A long time ago, they announced they were going to do like a 10-year push and try and get League of Legends IP into fighting games, MMOs, card games, and they're making good on their promise so far. All we're missing is the MMO. We even got the TV show.
Hey,
So,
expand your horizons.
best family game. I love the duality of Mario Kart World and Sonic Cross Worlds Racing just right next to each other.
And then you have Donkey Kong Bonanza. When I think family, I think of games playing together.
Yep.
I would either say a Mario Kart or Lego Party. Two Lego games. That's honestly interesting too.
Yeah. You know, we're going to root for the underdog here. We're going to vote for Lego Party. Best sim and strategy. Yeah, you told me Jurassic World Evolution 3 came out. I was like, what do you mean 2 just came out?
They got a third one, baby. That's our vote. We like dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah. Two
That
Point
seems really
Museum is good too if you haven't played that game. We just got 8 left. Best sports and racing. Here we go again.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, sure.
I don't
There
want to
you
see
go.
FIFA. I don't want to see any actual sports game winning.
No. Best multiplayer. Arc Raiders, which like just came out?
Yeah, but it's kind of been taking the world by storm. I
Have you
mean, it's
played it
beating out
yet?
Call. I have not, but it's very popular right now.
Well, maybe we should.
Maybe we should.
Battlefield 6, Elden Ring, Night Rain. I liked this game. It was kind of unique and weird, but once you got the vibe of it, I thought it was fun. Peak, we have a lot of friends that play this, and Split Fiction.
The streamer bait game. I would give it to Arc Raiders.
Arc Raiders? Alright. Best adaptation. Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry, Splinter Cell Death Watch, Last of Us Season 2, and Until Dawn. No Fallout?
It hasn't come out yet.
Well, I guess that would have been last year, yeah.
I think. I mean, there's an obvious answer, right?
Are you memeing or
No, I mean, like the obvious winner is going to be Minecraft movie.
you think so?
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it, right? Like that just it was a cult following. Chicken jockey.
Oh, I forgot about that whole thing, man. There was kind of a meme storm that's swirled
Uh,
up behind that.
And I had a friend talk about. We talked about Until Dawn. That, funny enough, that's like the worst adaptation of a video game.
Yeah, I guess just not a lot came out this year.
Well, it's so funny the Until Dawn movie. It literally had nothing to do with the games. Premise was wrong. Like none of the things happened from the movies and the game. It's almost like one of those like early 2000s Resident Evil spin-off movies.
Oh no.
I don't know why. I don't know how that made it to this list. Somebody got paid or sucked off.
Oh, for sure. I guess
But yeah,
Minecraft movie then.
has to be.
Alrighty. Most anticipated. Well, I know what mine is on here, but why don't you tell me what yours is?
Uh, I mean, there's another obvious answer, but funny enough, like I'm actually in. It's a tie between First Light and Wolverine for me
Yeah,
because I
well,
was I was a huge fan of the Insomniac Spider-Man games, and Wolverine just seems like it's going back to that. What was it, X-Men Origins Wolverine game, which that was really fun. Which
yeah.
that's how you make a Wolverine game is make it over the top and make it brutal.
Yeah, I think we agree. Wolverine is definitely my most anticipated, but I will have to anticipate it for a long time because I do not own a PS5.
Yeah, but yeah, it's sadly no. I mean, GTA 6 is gonna win that, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, I made a joke about this the other day. I was like, GTA 6 didn't come out this year, so they had to give it a win somehow. Had to win a game award, and this was their way of doing it.
Oh yeah. Content creator of the year, Kadrill, Kai Cenat, Charlie, Sakura Miko, and a very stoned looking peanut. I I kind of want to vote for the peanut, but I'm not going to in case he's racist. I'm going to give this one to Charlie.
Yeah, funny enough, Charlie's been doing a lot. Like, he's got a pro sports team. He's part of the Dispatch game that just came out. Like, he's actually done quite a bit. But the Burt Peanut is pretty funny. Like, if you get a chance to watch his stuff, it's fun.
Oh, are you familiar with that creator?
I'm starting to get more into him. Yeah, he's a funny dude.
I might check it out then. All right. So, best esports: Counter Strike, Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends, Bang Bang, and Valorant. No fighting game on best esports? Man.
Fighting games are weird, man. They're in a weird spot right now.
What are you talking about, man? It's the fighting game renaissance.
Yeah, and it's all old stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't play. I mean, my esports game is Siege, and it's not on here, so any one of these are fine, I guess. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter to me.
only one of these I've played a lot is League, so we'll give it to League. Best esports athlete.
Again, couldn't. Funny enough, the Street Fighters.
Yeah, yeah.
But not the game.
It's between Kankuro and Menard, or Menard is how you say it, I guess. I think I'm gonna give it to Kankuro.
Sure.
Best
Best
esports
esports
team.
team.
Genji, NRG, Team Falcons, Team Liquid, and Team Vitality.
The only people I know technically are Liquid.
All right, Liquid.
Congratulations.
And I think that was the last one. So that's it for the Game Award votes and the show for tonight. Thanks everyone for hanging out with us. Nimi, you got any kind words for the people on the way out?
Save your money. Your dollar doesn't go that much far anymore, so be mindful with your choices. And at the end of the day, I guess Clair Obscur and Death Stranding 2 are really good games, apparently.
Yeah.
Check